This video is brought to you by Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist, my new book, which is a comprehensive guide to all aspects of music theory necessary for playing rock guitar. From blues to the cycle of fifths, from understanding and using modes to choosing the right notes for a melodic solo, from pentatonic scales to chord construction and keys. It's all covered in a clear and concise manner. With accompanying video demonstrations, jam tracks and tabs, you'll learn to use the knowledge you gain in accessible ways that make sense for less than the cost of a few guitar lessons. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now then, a feature that's recently started happening on the Friday live stream is where we take a look at some pictures of guitars that people send in. We just take a look at the guitars that are your daily squeeze, your pride and joy, whatever it is. And some people have got some really rather nice instruments to show off, including a chap called Sean who sent in a picture of this guitar here. This is his pride and joy. This is a Fender 60th anniversary Telecaster, and not content with sending me a picture of the guitar, he turned up the other day and brought the guitar itself. So we're going to be taking a little bit of a look at this guitar, what it's all about, why it is slightly confusing, and obviously what it sounds like. And let's get that out of the way before we go any further. Here's what this rather lovely Telecaster sounds like in a mix. And as always, you'll find a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and a jam track to play along with yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is, of course, in the description. $3 or £3 a month gets you access to all of these additional goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. And of course, a massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, all of which are linked downstairs in the description. A little bit more housekeeping for the crunchy power chordy sort of stuff. I was using the Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury Edition on the vintage channel for the higher gain stuff. It was the new Exhaust Horseman pedal plugged into the front end of the amp on still those same settings. And for the clean sounds, I was using the clean channel on the amp. It's I don't tend to use that clean channel very much, but I usually prefer to just have a kind of crunchy sort of sound and roll the guitar's volume off a little bit. But every time I use the clean channel on the amp, I always think, this is a really nice sound, I should use it more. So that's what I did with this guitar. It just seemed fitting because it is a very Fendery clean sound, and you know, it just seemed fitting for this style of guitar. We're going to have a look at some specs and stuff for the guitar in a moment, but I just want to mention that if we take a look at this little decal here, I don't know if you can see that there, but it says 1946 to 2006. You know, that is, so presumably this being a 60th anniversary Telecaster, they're kind of nailing down 1946 as the date when the Telecaster got its birth certificate, which is a little bit confusing actually, because back in 1989, yes, I'm that old, I can remember that far back, I remember reading a review in Guitarist magazine of this guitar, which was the Fender 40th anniversary Telecaster, and the reviewer at the time, Rick Beatty I think it was, the lad who used to write for Guitarist magazine back in those days, mentioned that there were many kind of estimates about when the Telecaster was born, and given the fact that they brought out a 40th anniversary model in 1989, they were kind of nailing it on as, you know, the official birth date was 1949, but with this guitar they appear to be saying 1946, who knows. So what have we got here? Well, as I say, we're going to have a look at some specs in a moment as we take a look at some close-up pictures of the guitar, a little bit of B-roll. But one thing that is worth mentioning is that the three-way selector, let's move this microphone out the way, the three-way selector doesn't do what you normally expect a three-way selector to do on a Telecaster. At the back here, you've got the bridge pickup, as you would expect. But instead of the mixed pickup position in the middle, you've actually got the neck pickup. And then in the, what would normally be the neck position, you've got the neck pickup, but with a special kind of capacitor in series, which basically just obliterates all the top end. Apparently this was... because this guitar predated the precision bass, you know, Leo Fender wanted to give a sound that was sort of commensurate with playing bass lines and bass runs, just a much bassier sound. I believe this guitar, if you can grab one nowadays, because as I say, 2006, they're what, about 18-year-old now. I believe this guitar does come with the necessary gubbins to convert it to a more conventional three-way selector with bridge, neck, and both pickups. That's included in the price of in the sort of package that you get with the guitar, shall we say. So I didn't use that neck position, well, that front position on the switch in that demo tune because it just wasn't in keeping with that piece of music. But it does have a usable sound for like for approximating an archtop jazz kind of sound. So that's what we're going to listen to next. Here are some close-ups of the guitar, and you'll see along the bottom of the screen the all the relevant you know, kind of specs and everything rolling past. And I suppose I better do a tab for that piece of music as well, hadn't I? Not just the kind of rockier thing at the start of the video. I'll tab that little jazzy kind of thing out as well, and that, of course, will also be up on the Patreon page along with everything else. So yeah, the details that weren't in that little bit of B-roll there. I've weighed this guitar and it came out at 3.72 kilos, which is lighter than it looks. You know, I don't know what that converts to in old money, but you know, you look at this guitar, a big kind of blonde ash Telecaster, and you think, you know, because you've probably played a few that look a lot like this, that have been, you know, real boat anchors, but this one just isn't. You know, 3.72 kilos. You know, it's not a lightweight guitar, but it's not a backbreaker either. And the pickups, as you saw there, were the Fender Custom Shop No-Caster pickups, and the bridge weighs in at 6.82 kilo ohms, and the neck is 7.09 kilo ohms. And yeah, what a lovely guitar, it has to be said. You know, I think I said when I looked at the picture of this on the live stream that, you know, when you picture a Telecaster in your mind, this is what you see. You know, this kind of finish, this blonde finish with a black pick guard and everything. You know, it's not something I think that I would be tempted to go out and hunt down and get one for myself. It is, I mean, the pickups, I can't stress enough how much I love the sound of those pickups. The pickups might just might start kind of snouting around for a set of those to throw into one of the Telecasters I've got here. But you know, the I'm not keen on the sort of vintage, you know, kind of frets that are on here, and you know, I do like a 22nd fret. You know, but I understand why this guitar has the features that it has, because it's trying to be vintage, authentic. One thing that has sort of confounded my expectations, I, like many people, for many years subscribed to the myth that the old 7.25 inch radius neck radius is something that will inhibit bends, but on this guitar, I'm not plugged in at the moment, but hopefully you'll hear this, it just doesn't. You know, it's got a lovely low action on this guitar. Let's find my action ruler and measure that before we start. The action on this guitar is at the 12th fret, 1.25 millimeters, and so a nice slinky low action and no problem bending. I can even do a minor third bend like that with no inhibitions whatsoever. So I think myth busted really that the 7.25 inch radius will kill your string bends, because this guitar has a 7.25 inch radius and it isn't killing the string bends. It is beautifully set up and it sounds absolutely gorgeous. And as I say, these pickups are making me think I should really try and track down a set of those, because probably the best sounding Telecaster pickups I've ever used. The previous, you know, kind of holder of that title of best Telecaster pickups I've ever heard were the Seymour Duncan Alnico Pro 2s, which I had in a light ash Telecaster many years ago. And if you're on a bit of a budget, then you can get very close to the sound of those with what are the Tone Rider Alnico 2 Blues set for a Telecaster. But these are just, you know, those pickups that I've just mentioned are great. These are just absolutely superb. You know, go back and listen to that intro piece once again, and you know, make up your own mind. But there you go. That is the video for today, folks. That is my little once over of the Fender 60th anniversary factory special run, 60th anniversary diamond anniversary Telecaster, as loaned to me by Sean. Thank you so much, Sean. It has been an absolute pleasure checking out this guitar, and you know, I can't believe that you let some fat bloke off the internet who you've never met, kind of get his grubby paws on it, but you did, and I'm forever grateful. But as I say, that is the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like as well while you're at it? And as I said earlier, don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. We drink beer and talk about music and guitars, and look at pictures of guitars as well. So once again, if you have a picture of your guitar that you'd like to send in, jrguitartuition@gmail.com, and we'll take a look at it on the live stream. But that's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.